Okay, so we're going to be working on some simple ways to switch between the chords C, G, and E minor. And the goal of this is to have as little movement on the fretboard as possible, um, moving as few fingers as possible. So I'm going to bring this down and kind of show you what I'm talking about here. Okay, so we're going to play our G chord with a G on the 6th string, a B on the 5th string, and a G repeating on the, a D on the 2nd string. So, okay, that's there. So, okay, now I am actually muting this high E string, but by just simply kind of rolling my finger over a little bit. So I've got my D, but my E is, okay, we don't want this. We don't want that. We want, okay, so that D is the last string that resonates. So just like that. Okay, now for the E minor, for the C, we're going to move this, leave these two fingers just like this, and just slide them like this. So now I am playing the 5th and the 4th string. Okay, the 5th one is on the 3rd fret, the 4th one is on the 2nd fret, still leaving my ring finger on that 2nd string there, turning it into a D, and muting this E. Okay, so switching between G and C is really simple. Okay, now for our E minor chord, E minor is simply taking this 5th string, which is an A, turning it into a B, okay, and you've got your 4th string is an E, and everything else stays the same. So really all I need to do, leave this finger here, leave this finger here, still muting that E, but just take this down, just kind of squish it in there just like that. Now, okay, so between E and C, E minor and C is real simple. I'm just moving just one finger. Now to G. Okay, it's real simple that way. So just, okay. So let's do the song "Set a Fire." Just a chorus. It goes like this. Set a fire down in my soul that I can't contain, that I can't control. I want more of you, God. I want more of you. Now if we were to strum in quarters, it would sound like, set a fire down in my soul that I can't contain, that I can't control. I want more of you, God. I want more of you, God. Okay, just like that. So a couple things you want to keep an eye out for. Make sure that you are not allowing your fingers to flop like this. Sometimes that happens. Your fingers get tired and you just can't. You just want to let them relax and kind of squish like that. You're going to mute a lot of notes. It's poor posture and it will not sound good. So you want to always make sure that you're coming down on the strings, not across on the strings. Make sure your thumb is back on behind the fretboard where it's nice and round. Okay. Also want to make sure that you're not far away from your frets, like down here. You want to keep not on top of your frets. You don't want to cover them up, but right before the frets. Okay. So those are some things to kind of keep an eye out for to get good tone. One thing that you might want to do every once in a while is just kind of go through and listen to make sure all your notes are sounding out correctly. Strum just one at a time. As we said earlier, in this particular chord shape, we want the E muted. We don't want it. Okay? So just go through, make sure everything's sounding out the way that it should. Hopefully that helps. That'll allow you to switch chords easily. It'll also allow you to not have to have a bunch of tone change. So it's overall going to sound a lot better, play a lot better. Hopefully that helps.